We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the opener of this three-game series between the 51s and the Falcons. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Brent Means, the pitcher from Montana, gets the call in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one. Stepping in, Thomas Jordan. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The right fielder, Thomas Jordan.
Pitch on the way. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2. In now, Joel Morgan, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Morgan, a native of Tennessee. He's in the midst of his 20th Major League campaign. Pretty remarkable. Almost 2 full decades playing at the highest level.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues, but to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
3-0 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out. And I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
In now, Brian Beard. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, you got to get rid of it quick.
Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Morgan leads off first with 1 away. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. Runners off for second. On the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
To the plate now, Chad Harden, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. a throw over to first. Don't want to forget about it. Runners are at first and third, one away. Ball and a strike.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire. He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Fouled off. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. As a look, now the pitch.
2-2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Here now the 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a three-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Smoked on the ground left side, and that's through into left field for a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Into the box, Derek Parker. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard. Line drive to left. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get one home and maybe two. Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so he's capable of turning things around in a hurry.
Stepping in now, Jason Cantrell, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Just missing here, 2-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down to the zone will get him an out.
find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Again, another foul ball. The 2-2. Hit out towards second. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Nashville is on top here, 1-0. Brent Sanders will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty D, we're looking at a guy that has a pretty good number of pitches that he throws, but one in particular is the sinker that he's added to his repertoire. When he needs a ground ball or he gets himself into a spot where he needs to possibly roll up a 2-ball, I think that's the pitch we're going to see often from him in this one, that sinker down in the zone.
At the plate, Bart Flash. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, Joe.
Striding forward now is the DH, Joel Sloan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here it comes. Hit hard to short. Fielded cleanly. And that's the second out.
Batting first, the third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Digging in, Bruce Sanders. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Set and the pitch, and that misses for ball 1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bouncer to the left side, reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, Trent Burgess. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
The left fielder, Brent.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 0-1 on its way. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Trey Howry, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike two. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, Brian Greer, as with two away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Now the 0-1.
Ball out.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. And 2-2.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Thomas Jordan would be next. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Jeffrey Bellamy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Jeffrey Bellamy.
Now here it comes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-0 home. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Rodney Myers, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch on its way. Sanders has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Nobody out, runner on first. And there's ball 2 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Into the box, Steve Rice, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
First and second here with nobody out. This is line to left. Burgess is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting second, the catcher, John O'Neill.
Stepping into the box, John O'Neill comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First offering on its way. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside and low, 2-1. From the belt, the pitch, and it's fouled away. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line drive, base hit to right. Bellamy rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now the relay home, and not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Hey, Gabriel, not an easy decision right there for a third base coach. That ball was hit pretty hard to right field, and you have to make a quick decision if you're going to send that runner or not.
And you know what, Dan? When you take stock in outfield arms, usually the guy with the best one is standing in right field. That's an aggressive send and way to pick up that run.
At the plate now, Taylor Battle. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Battle is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees so you can get in the air.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Ellis Means is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The set and the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
The 2-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
Bart Flash would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Bart Flash. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Ready with the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Two and one. Here it is.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We played 2 full, all tied at 1-1. Striding in once again, Thomas Jordan. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The first baseman, number 33, Morgan.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Into the box now, Joel Morgan. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into play here at 273. 4 home runs, 9 driven in. Comes set and the 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Ball and 2 strikes. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Battle is there, 1 away.
Now back, the center fielder, Ryan Beard.
Ready for another chance? Brian Beard. He reached on a single in his first try. From the belt, kicks and deals.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
1-0 delivery. Strike taken, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
You might say that that steal is on the catcher because the pitcher was so quick to the plate with his delivery, but I think the credit has to go to the base runner. Great jump, and he really showed off his speed there.
1 out and a runner on second base. Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 4, Chad Harden.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chad Harden. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's out.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
1-0. Here it is. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Harden is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate. Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
In now, Derek Parker. Into center field, line drive base hit. Now a long throw home. And not in time as the run scores. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So now to the plate, Jason Cantrell, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Oh and 1, here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
1-2.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. A runner on first with 2 away. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The 51s are out on top 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Joel Sloan.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these 2 teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. So coming to the plate, Bruce Sanders. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And there's out number 2.
The batter, the left fielder, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Digging in to try it again, Jeffrey Bellamy. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch.
High. That's the ball. 1-1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2.
Count.
Lays off. 2-2 now.
2-2.
And the pitch.
We got a full count.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Center fielder looking up, still going back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now batting for second baseman, Rodney.
To the plate now, Rodney Myers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average sits at 294. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But not before they're able to at least get 1 back on the solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now a 3-2 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Trent Burgess.
Brent. Burgess.
First pitch on its way.
Yeehaw.
The 0-1 on its way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
At the plate, Trey Howry, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 1-0 pitch. Bouncer to the left side. And there's one down now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over.
Stepping up to the plate, Brian Greer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Greer, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Standing in now, Thomas Jordan. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that is off the wall in right field. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Joel Morgan. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That's in there, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 5-2.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we've got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs. It looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired. Going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Runner's going. That's a strike to throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The 51s are out in front here, 5-2. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Steve Rice. Now the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Two balls and no strikes.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0. Two balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Stepping in, John O'Neill. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. In to score is the runner from first.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
In now, Taylor Battle, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0. Liner towards second, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back in standing. At the plate now, Ellis Means, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Throw over to first, runner back standing. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here now the 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. As a look, now the pitch. And this one gets away. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch. No one out with a runner at second. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
lifted in the air out towards left center. Burgess arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
The center fielder, number 8, Bart Flash.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Bart Flash. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First offering on its way. Hit down the third baseline. So that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The designated hitter, Joel.
Next will be the designated hitter, Joel Sloan. From the stretch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Rounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball. 1-1. Even at 1-1, the pitch. And that catches the high outside corner. 1-2 now. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back on it is the left fielder, and they take the lead. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run here in the early going, and this one gives them the lead at 6-5.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Sanders, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
The pitch.
1-1. No, that's outside. Ball.
4 runs here in this half inning. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 4 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Falcons on top 6-5. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Chad Harden.
Chad Harden.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
I'm set with the 0-1.
1-1.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now back, designated hitter, Derek Parker.
Ready now, Derek Parker. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Nope, ball.
1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Now the pitch. To 2-2 now.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Jason Cantrell, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Greg Rhodes gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Yeah, that last at bat, Natty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but Hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And he gets him to go after 1-2 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Rodney Myers, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. This is on the ground over to first. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that's taken in near the line as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, catcher, John O'Neill.
Stepping into the box, John O'Neill, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Line drive base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, talking about having a game tonight, that's his 3rd RBI of the game with that base hit, D-Roy.
Yeah, he must be hungry because that's 3 ribeye steaks for the big boy right there. Just a nice approach all night and able to come through for the team.
At the plate, Taylor Battle, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ball 2 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Here it comes, 2-0. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Ellis Means would be next. 2 out with the man at first. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Standing in, Ellis Means, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Morgan trying to get there. He can't get there as it falls in. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, Dino. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
As a look, now the pitch. Bart Flash is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0.
No, that's inside.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Two out, bases loaded. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. 5 innings complete. The Sandlot leads this one 7-5. Brad Sanders is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Sanders.
New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder Trent Burgess.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Flash is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Trey Howry.
Now batting, Trey Howry. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's the ball.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Just missing here, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-0 to him now.
3-0.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now batting, Captain Brian Greer.
Digging in, Brian Greer going to strike that victim twice in this one. First offering on its way, and he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he takes strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. The 1-2. On the ground to second base. This could be two. Bare-handed for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the sixth. The Sandlot is on top 7-5. Bottom of the sixth inning now, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Joel Sloan.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in its last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
The 1-0 home. Hit hard on the ground to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The batter, the third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Stepping in now, Bruce Sanders, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Standing in now, Jeffrey Bellamy. And he lays off there 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 1-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Outside, 3-0 now. From the stretch.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Got a full count.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Now at the plate, Rodney Myers. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Too much dip on the sinker. Laid off for a ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-0. Hit out towards second. He'll go to the bag for 1, and he'll be safe on the fielder's choice.
After fielding this one clean, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
Into the box now, Steve Rice, to see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And that's finally over for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Now batting, catcher, John O'Neill.
To hang a 0. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
2-2.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It's clear to me he's absolutely hitting the wall out there. When you start missing like that, you're not working with your best stuff anymore.
Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Fouled off. And he lays fires off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
The payoff pitch. And he comes back to get him, so a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Seventh inning ready to roll. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Thomas Jordan.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Into the box, Joel Morgan, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
3-2, full count. A runner at second, nobody out. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. In at second safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
To the plate now, Brian Beard. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. No one out with a runner at second. Swing, and he pops him up. Right. And foul ground. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The third baseman, number 4. Yeah.
Coming to the plate now, Chad Harden. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and he missed that time. It's 0-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Count even at 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
back, designated hitter, Derek Parker.
To the plate now is the designated hitter. Derek Parker is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery down the first baseline. He's set. The 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Falcons lead this one 7-6. Chad Hardy gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. So stepping in, Taylor Battle.
For the Candler, not shortstop, Taylor.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. That's lifted the other way out to left. Burgess is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Now back, right fielder, Ellis Lee.
So digging in now, Ellis Means. Here's the first pitch to him. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Reined in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Digging in, Bart Flash. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
3-1 the count now. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Joel Sloan will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Theo Rice has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Coming to the plate now, Jason Cantrell. In his career against this pitcher, 7 hits in 15 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. First offering on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. 2-1 pitch is a knuckle curve taken for called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. So a full count now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
This is pulled into right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. And now Trent Burgess as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Bruce Lacey will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close. Cletus Jones enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. So striding forward now, Brian Greer. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Ready with the 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
1-2.
2 out here and a runner at second. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Skied down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Bruce Lacey will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning. Eric Kraft will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Now pitching, Eric Kraft.
Sean Bird is also into the game as he takes over at short. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman Bruce Sanders. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Lacey will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jeffrey Bellamy.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jeffrey Bellamy. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's up.
And this one runs up high. Ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Here it comes. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw will be well laid as he reaches it first.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rodney.
At the plate, Rodney Myers, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Now the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Popped him up. Harden over to his right. And the inning is over. Billy Gant comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Thomas Jordan.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. And that's too high, ball two.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
3-0 pitch. It's laid off, but in there for strike one.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Line to the right side. And that would be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the ninth.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
At the plate now, Joel Morgan. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked.
Into the box now, Brian Beard. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
You can't ask for anything more than that. The tying run moves over to third now with only 1 out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
So striding in, Chad Harden, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch coming, here it is. And a strike called at the letters. Look high to me, but it's 0-1.
No problem with that take right there. First pitch from a reliever, got to calibrate that velocity.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Fastball just missed above the zone.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now. Striding in, Derek Parker. The tying in go-ahead runs in scoring position. Game on the line, 2 men out. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike one. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
And this one gets away. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man, oh man. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Hard liner towards short. And he delivers with 2 outs in the 9th. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's an 8-7 game.
Now back.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team a lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Cedric Morrow takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Stepping in now, Sean Bird, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. High in the air and deep to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And a huge insurance run is in to score all the way from first.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
So now to the plate, Trent Burgess, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Three runs already home here. Two and 0 now.
2-0's the count.
Front door with the slider eclipsed the zone for a called strike. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So disaster strikes here in the 9th, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. The 51s lead it 9-7. David Roberts is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, John O'Neill.
John O'Neill.
First offering on its way. The 0-1 delivery. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. Roberts, a 6'4" right-hander. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him. Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Taylor Battle, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Just keeping him close. Into the box, Ellis Means. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to third. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. The 51s came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Eric Kraft earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. David Roberts wraps it up for the save, his 8th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 9 runs, 16 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the home team, 7 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Last season, dude.